What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE superstar Paige teasing her return at the Royal Rumble, Vince has found his new superstar, Mandy Rose comes out with a new look, Shawn Michaels goes back to his old look, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Now, first story looks at WWE superstar Paige teasing a return at the Royal Rumble. The topic on news today is a big tease from former WWE superstar Paige, who recently tweeted January. Now, January is obviously the month of the Royal Rumble, and Paige has been teasing a big return, even changing her bio to "not done yet." Whilst Paige is known for her apparent attention-seeking behavior, she has been making a number of posts on social media that she is working hard to make her in-ring return after an apparent career-ending injury in December 2017 that led to her 2018 retirement. While Paige has been teasing a return for some time, some fans see this as a sign that she'll be back, possibly even in the 2022 Royal Rumble. If Paige doesn't return to the ring, she'll likely still have a masses of fans who are hoping that Paige, who is only 29 at this point, might have one last run. Next up, a new NXT Champion is crowned at NXT 2.0 debut. Now, there's a new sheriff in town as NXT crowned a new NXT Champion following Samoa Joe's injury, an injury which continues to be looked upon with some skepticism. Former NXT Champion Tommaso Ciampa competed in a fatal four-way match against Pete Dunne, Von Wagner, and LA Knight. Von Wagner, aka Cal Bloom, who is the son of former WWE superstar Wayne Bloom of the Beverly Brothers, replaced Kyle O'Reilly after Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland beat him down. Tommaso captured his second NXT Championship after delivering a fairy tale ending tonight for the 1-2-3. Next up is Vince getting ready to give a legend's son a monster push. Tuesday's NXT 2.0 featured a number of new names, including several second-generation superstars, one of whom seems set for a big push. Eagle-eyed fans will probably recognize some of these wrestlers' real names, including Brooks Jensen, aka Ben Buchanan, the son of WWE superstar Bull Buchanan, although who the hell remembers Bull Buchanan, Von Wagner, aka Cal Bloom, and Bron Breakker, aka Bronson Recksteiner, the son of WWE superstar Rick Steiner. Von Wagner worked the main event championship, whilst Bron Breakker, jeez, that is a terrible name, scored a big win over LA Knight with his NXT debut. A number of wrestlers, pundits, and fans believe the WWE is going to push both wrestlers strongly. Based on what fans saw in the ring and the rumors of Vinnie Mac wanting bigger and younger stars fronting NXT, both men could be on the fast track to the top. Next up, Mandy Rose's new look. NXT featured a number of new faces as well as new looks for existing ones. Such was the case with Mandy Rose, who's gone from a blonde bombshell to a brunette. Wrestling's former Golden Goddess is now sporting a Hulk Hogan all black and is aligned with Jacy Jayne and Gigi Dolan. It's a bold direction for Rose, and hopefully the cosmetic changes will lead to some growth for her character, who is languishing on Raw following a trade from SmackDown. Next up, Samoa Joe not injured? Questions remain about whether NXT champion Samoa Joe was actually injured or whether the WWE concocted an injury in order to put the NXT championship on a new wrestler to help launch NXT 2.0. As noted in an earlier news video, the official story is that Joe is in fact injured, but he's not expected to be out for an extended period. However, Dave Meltzer questioned why the WWE would take the belt off Joe if he's going to return soon, and how much the decision has to do with the WWE's creative plans for NXT. If Joe is cleared to compete in the near future, the answer to whether the title being vacated was due to medical reasons or creative reasons will be answered quickly. Next up, Raw Ratings Flop. Are you guys ready for some football? Well, apparently some regular viewers of Raw were, as the season premiere Monday Night Football appears to have taken a good chunk of Raw's audience, despite Big E's announcement that he was cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. According to WrestleNomics' Brandon Thurston, again, Week 1 of Monday Night Football on ESPN and ABC, WWE Raw last night on USA Network was watched by 1.67 million viewers on average, the fewest since July 12th. However, that shouldn't be seen as a knock-on Big E's ability to bring in viewers, as Thurston noted. Raw peaked for the final quarter hour at 1.844 million viewers, which included Big E winning the WWE title from Bobby Lashley. It had a 0.43 rating in the 18-49, the lowest since July 5th. Judging from these numbers, the case can be made that Big E played a role in helping Raw's last quarter, although you can't rule out Randy Orton and/or Bobby Lashley's role. Raw has often had trouble keeping fans around for the third hour, so the final quarter's ratings numbers are a bit of a victory, even if the rest of the show underperformed compared to previous weeks. Looking at Big E's first week on Raw, it's possible that the new WWE Champion might be the breath of fresh air that Raw needs, much like Roman Reigns invigorated the SmackDown brand with his heel turn. It's far too soon to determine if Big E's win will lead to some more eyeballs on the Red brand. However, if the new WWE Champion can draw in new viewers, it's essential that WWE build up the undercard to keep viewers tuned in for 3 hours. Monday Night Football has been a problem for Raw for many years, and while viewership for the football program varies on who is playing, it's something the WWE can't ignore. Unfortunately, the WWE squandered the summer months in improving Raw to the point where fans might be more invested in its destination TV rather than something to watch until the start of the new football season. Next up, the Hurt Business reopening. Could a major loss turn into a major win for wrestling fans? As former WWE Champion Bobby Lashley deals with his title loss to Big E, it looks like Lashley's business associate MVP could be putting the Hurt Business back together. MVP recently posted a picture of himself and Shelton Benjamin aboard a plane with the following message, discussing business with an old acquaintance. The Hurt Business was one of the hottest factions in wrestling until the WWE decided to kick out Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin from the group. Might the WWE run a storyline where MVP recruits Bobby Lashley's former associates to help him regain the championship? There's also the possibility of MVP bringing in different members for the Hurt Business. While this is just a case of us freestyling, the thought of a Hurt Business versus Bloodline feud on SmackDown after the WWE draft could be huge money. Of course, the WWE would have to convince the USA Network why it's sending another main eventer to Raw, but since when has the WWE cared about its TV partners except during negotiation sessions? And finally, Shawn Michaels finds his hair. And last but not least, it looks like Shawn Michaels has found his hair much like he found his smile back in the late 90s. Michaels, who currently works on NXT as an assistant coach, appeared on NXT when it went off the air. There he greeted fans and sported a new look after going bald for some time. Wrestling fans and Bret Hart will forever remember that moment on 13th February 97 when Shawn Michaels lost his smile, seemingly walking away from wrestling for good and relinquishing the WWF Championship. At the same time, Michaels claims he was injured so badly he doubted if he could compete again, and this was before the 98 injury that sidelined him for several years and he lost his love for the business. And while the recent years have been good for the Heartbreak Kid with him working alongside Triple H, some fans were shocked to see Michaels shave his hair and sport a cue ball look that made him look much different than the young performer with the long flowing locks that would have made Rapunzel jealous. Now Michaels has let his hair grow back and he no longer looks ancient a days, at least in our opinion. What do you think of Shawn going back to his old look? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.